Hey everyone, so in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to file a travel insurance claim with Chase. So this is specifically for people who booked travel with their Chase Sapphire Reserve or Chase Sapphire Preferred card and are looking to get reimbursed just because of a delayed or canceled flight, for example. So if you haven't signed up for a Chase Sapphire Reserve or Preferred just yet, you can use my link down below just because the welcome bonus that they give right now is actually really good. So you can see here, Chase Sapphire Preferred, 300 credit, 60,000 bonus points, Chase Sapphire Reserve, 60,000 bonus points. Now, in order to actually file your claim, right, you're going to go to a website called eclaimsline.com/new claim. So this is the Card Benefits Claim Center. Now, before you actually fill out this information, it is important that you actually know what Chase Travel covers. And so I have this guide here to kind of basically overview all of the travel kind of nuances that Chase Preferred and Chase Sapphire Reserve will cover. The good thing about filing a claim is that I've filed like maybe 9 claims over my lifetime, and every single time my trip expenses have always been reimbursed. The one that I tend to use the most is this one here. I've actually never used anything else, but trip delay reimbursement, if your common carrier travel is delayed more than 12 hours or requires an overnight stay, you and your family are covered for unreimbursed expenses such as meals, lodging, up to $500 per ticket. One thing to note is that obviously, when we fly, there are some delays. But at the same time, you have to also think of trip delays as like your flight getting canceled and then you're getting rebooked. If you have, because this is a question that I had before where my trip was, or my flight was just completely canceled, right? And it wasn't rebooked. Once you actually rebook your flight, that is counted as a trip delay reimbursement. So it's kind of important that you wrap your head around that, just because a trip cancellation, you know, if your flight gets canceled, this is it, okay? You're not going to use a trip cancellation or interruption insurance. You're mostly going to use like a trip delay reimbursement. Once you know that you are actually covered by Chase, you're going to go in here, fill out your credit card number, your purchase date of your flight, the incident date, the date that you were kind of delayed or canceled, for first name and last name, and then click on Get Started. Now, I just filed a travel insurance claim myself, and I kind of just want to go over all the documents that I already had prepared just because I've done this like over 9 times now. So I have a bank statement here showing the expenses, like the expenses that I'm trying to get reimbursed have been placed on my card. So that's what the bank statement's for. Now, this common carrier statement, what's important here is that when you try to get reimbursed from Chase, you have to show some sort of evidence that you actually asked the airline if they can reimburse you for your meals, lodging, and overnight stay, okay? That's really important. So you pretend that you're on a Delta flight, it gets delayed, and you have to stay overnight. You have to have some sort of documentation that you asked Delta for reimbursing your meals and lodging and your overnight stay. So my example here is that I just screenshotted all the text or chats with Spirit.com, and that sufficed. Next, if you're flying with other individuals, family members or friends, you do have to kind of explain who they are in relation to you. So at this time, I was traveling with my fiance, who is now my wife, so I had to provide a documentation explaining our relationship. Here, I provided receipts, okay, receipts for our stay, receipts for food. Over here, I provided a confirmation page that my flight was canceled, okay? Over here, I provided a new itinerary, and then I also provided the original itinerary. And then Chase actually asked again, like, what was the relationship, even though I already explained what the relationship my fiance was to me. And so they asked for another statement, so I just provided that as well. And then as far as the trip delay reimbursement, this is just a document explaining what happened and what I'm seeking and how much like my total coverage that I'm asking for is. So to kind of recap, eclaimsline.com/new-claim, and then make sure that you're actually covered as far as like reimbursement goes, because it'd be very, unfortunate if you spent like $400 on a day thinking that you were going to get reimbursed when in fact you weren't covered. Likewise, if you haven't signed up for Chase just yet, you can use my link down below to get 60,000 bonus points within your first 3 months if you do decide to sign up with Chase. Chase has been absolutely fantastic, but I hope you found this video helpful, and don't worry, the insurance process does take a couple weeks, but just make sure to follow up and such. But that's all I have for this video, everyone. If you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns, do let me know down below.